Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wild morning. I wake up to getting messages and emails from people saying, "Hey, did you see that Asmongold deleted his video on Froot?" No, I didn't have any idea about that. So, as I sip my morning coffee, I went to Asmongold's channel. I looked for it. It wasn't there. So, I went to X to figure out what's going on. And that's when I saw it. There was a trend for Asmongold. It was one of the top trends. And that trend was filled with the most detritus, degenerate, mentally ill human scum I've ever seen. All raging at Asmongold, threatening him, sending him all sorts of inappropriate messages over and over, using coded language to try to make him seem worse than he is. Now, I did a reaction to Asmongold's video, and it's nothing like what they're painting it as. Nothing. But I also want you to remember, as we go through this, because we are going to go through this trend, what I want you to keep in the front of your mind is the fact that the reason that we're here is because Froot decided, in the midst of one of the worst harassment campaigns I've ever seen, she decided to try to help bury Silvervale and Picame. That's why we're here. Because in the midst of the LGBT community and the trans community coming after two innocent people in a way that I haven't seen them go after just about anyone, with all piss and vinegar, wanting to destroy them, ruin them, wanting to erode away their mental health, wanting to bully them to the point where not only did they apologize, but they basically just gave up on life and gave up on their career. These freaks were vicious and pernicious. Silvervale left Vishojo, I imagine in large part because she got no support, but also because Froot started this coalition within the VTuber and VTuber adjacent community to basically show to Silvervale, you're not welcome here anymore. That's essentially what it was. So she started a harassment campaign within the VTuber space against Silvervale and against Picame. So if you're going to come out with any sort of righteous indignation, like how dare Asmongold, you need to first, take your meds, go see your therapist, and then look in a mirror and realize that you're full of shit. So anyway, let's take a look. Just some casual threats. Count your days. Your days are numbered. Prepare for war. You're next. It's YOU''RE. My friend, if you're going to send something, intimidating, at least get your grammar correct. That's really embarrassing. So there's just a casual meme. I'm joining the war on domestic violence on the side of them. Just stupid. Lowbrow commentary. And then there are people that are trying to distract from the fact that she cheated on her military husband while he was deployed. And trying to bring up, all this other stuff happened. It's like, well, first of all this other stuff does not trump this right here. Being unfaithful, breaking your oaths, breaking your vow to your husband, and cheating on them while they're deployed, that's pretty terrible. But again, that's also not the reason why we're here. We're here because of what happened to Silvervale and Picame, and what she was doing in contribution to that. So, you just got more ranting. Here you've got the fact that Asmongold is more concerned about cheating than the horrific abuse Froot went through tells me everything I need to know. It does tell you everything you need to know. That all of the bullshit and lies and manipulations and all the shit that Froot put into that's not actually true, that's dishonest, that Asmon didn't care about that. He cared about the cheating on her husband, her military husband who was deployed. It makes me think better of Asmongold, actually. So let's see. This is what the woke side does. They remove... come on. Grammar. Grammar is important. This is what the woke side does. They remove they remove comments from people who disagree because they can't handle the truth. The fact is, Asmongold never said to his viewers to go after anyone. He just looked at the drama on social media and gave his opinion. Stop trying to cancel people for nothing. This is absolutely true. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I've been critical of Asmongold on specific issues that are relevant to the topic. So he'll say something in the course of his commentary about a particular issue or topic. I don't like his tone or tenor. I make it abundantly crystal clear. But one thing that I do not do, ever, is blame him for the people who are fans of his who come to my channel and leave negative messages. It's happened more than once, where I just get spammed with a bunch of messages. That is not in any way, shape, or form his decision, or, more importantly, his comment. It's their comment. They're to blame, not him. If he does a reaction to me, or I do a reaction to him, neither of us are responsible for what the people do with that information. Now, I would hope that if he does a video on me, that he would at least give me the opportunity to come on and say my piece, or for us to have a debate and an argument. I would always offer that same courtesy to him. If I got something wrong, he can come on and correct me, or I can argue my point if I think that I'm right. But at the end of the day, either way, he is not responsible for any of that, just as I'm not responsible for any of that. So here we got Gigi, the vampire VTuber. I hope she and VShojo sues the F out of him and his company, because genuinely, how the F do you see the victim of a serious long-term abuse and think, yeah, let's harass them and send my fans to her? So he never... This is the thing. These freaks don't have the mental ability to realize that people watch something and they can make their own determination. They can choose what they want to do because they're individual people. Asmongold did not once, ever, tell people to go and harass anyone. Not once. He didn't even imply it. There was no like, don't go and harass people, wink, wink. No, there's nothing like that. He gave his opinion on a particular topic. I happen to think it was the correct opinion, if you want to know the truth of it. I don't think he has anything to be sorry for. But these people saying, I hope that she sues him. For what? For giving his opinion on the internet? My friend, take your meds, go to therapy, and seek some help. Asmon might actually get into a legal battle. He not only will not get into a legal battle, but if they were to be foolish enough to do that, he would win immediately. He would say, I have the right to free speech. This is my opinion on the matter, and that would be it. So these people are living in just pure delusion. The fact that possibly thousands of men are now willing to harass Froot. Here's the thing. Froot had no problem with thousands of men or quote-unquote women, freaks, bottom-feeding degenerates in the LGBT community, harassing Silvervale or Picame. No problem. In fact, not only did they have no problem with it, they jumped in. They're like, oh, that looks like it's for me. I'm going to go and I'm going to vilify and I'm going to harass them and I'm going to send a whole bunch of hate their way. So, while you're busy pretending to be a moral crusader, maybe you want to take a moment to realize the person that you're actually defending and what an irredeemable, vile piece of garbage they are. Do people even listen to Asmongold? He is an effing caveman. An unsanitary, dirty, filthy, volatile man that, oh my God, that picks his blood boogers and sticks them on his wall next to him. Woo. That's crazy. Now, I've said he's unsanitary before, so that for me, I've said that he's dirty before, but I mean, like when you put it all together like that, he's a caveman. He picked. I've never said that he picks his boogers, his bloody boogers, and sticks them on the wall. This is just wild. Asmon has become such a massive piece of. I used to watch him or his video. Yeah. Oh, back when WoW class. So you got a classic World of Warcraft Andy. I used to watch Asmongold when he played classic WoW. Now, dude is balls deep in culture war, hating. So yeah, so you got a classic World of Warcraft Andy right here, who's mad at Asmongold. What a weird alliance. The mentally ill Twitter freaks with the classic World of Warcraft Andes. You now deleted your take on a video that completely disregarded an abuse victim's entire story in favor of a rumor that has never been confirmed by anyone other than the abuser. I love how they use all this coded language. It's just so completely bullshit. First of all, if you believe somebody like Froot in that document, you're crazy. But more to the point, they use this coded language because they don't want to actually address any of the substantive issues that people have brought up. Your subreddit was used to target attacks of people. And by the way, the reason why I'm not even phased in the least, I'm not even going to give them the benefit of the doubt, is because when it came to Silvervale and Pygmy, and I'm going to continue to bring them up because they're the most important reason why, at least I'm doing this content, because of what they were put through. There were game devs that were creating systems to indicate when either of these people went online so that the mob could go and more effectively target their channel. I'm not kidding you. There was a game dev who devised a system that would notify people when this person went online so that you could immediately and instantaneously coordinate and get in there and start making their life a living hell. This is just sad. Asmon didn't need to post his opinion for his audience to see, let alone one that is incorrect. Asmon, you didn't need to give your opinion. So, I mean, there are just people taking shots at Asmon. Asmon cares more about the cheating than the abuse. Well, cheating is abuse, and it is one of the worst things that a woman can do to a man. Flexing another man's girl, they attacked Asmon, and the user showed the Asmon girlfriend. Both Asmon and Tectone. Let's see. By the way, this is sort of an aside, but maybe I should do my own video on this. I'm actually really starting to like Tectone. And, I don't know him personally. We don't send each other Christmas cards. But the fact is that his tone and tenor reminds me of myself a little bit. I gotta say, I like what you're doing, guy. I think you're doing good work. Test limits in ways that should get them sued or permaban. No, they shouldn't. In fact, they should be getting awards. They should be getting more commendations. Ban my ass. No way. They should be encouraged to do what they're doing more. That's my philosophy on it. I mean, so you can, and of course, Asmon with another choice. So of course, somebody with this flag is, coming out and making a disparaging comment. So now we're getting back a couple days and it's sort of died down. Oh, maybe this is part of the reason why they're mad at him too. I should do a video on this. Because Asmon didn't agree with the Twitter mob on their outrage for a Netflix pick on Nico Robin, which I agree. I think this is probably one of the best casting choices they've done so far. I think it's pretty pretty great. I will explain Froot's situation by way of my own experiences because Asmon is trash. You can even read what abuse. So, wait a minute. What the hell is this? I don't even want to try to decipher this hieroglyphics. Anyway, that's just more bullshit. To all my trans, VTuber, LGBTQ plus friends, so gross. I had to break silence to show my support for the message that Froot is a dirty, cheating whore who deserves everything she gets in Asmon. Is exactly correct. Wow, somebody coming out of nowhere, a kick streamer. Based. That's the first based comment I've seen today. That's great. I'm saying Asmon L this time. I was too lazy to. So, yeah. So, essentially, Asmongold has backtracked on this. And if you go down the list, it's just negative comment after negative comment with the occasional bit of baseness in there. But here's the reality. That Google Doc doesn't change anything. Because you can't trust somebody like Froot at all. And that's not just me saying that, that's based on her own actions. When you have somebody that did what she did to Silvervale and Froot, you never recover from that. She's somebody that is disloyal. In VShojo, she was in VShojo, Silver was in VShojo. They were part of the same company. And she took the opportunity to try to bury one of the members that was much higher up than her, but wasn't the biggest member. So, Iron Mouse is obviously the biggest. Then it goes Project Melody. Then it was Silvervale. So basically, she just got rid of Silvervale. Hasn't really done anything for her career. Her reputation is still garbage. But I would chastise every one of those people that are simping and acting like a sucker in those posts and going after Asmongold for no valid reason. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's more of the same. These people wanting to defend their fellow abusers, their fellow mentally ill, degenerate freaks, and I'm always going to be here to call out your BS, to highlight the things that you've done wrong, continuously, consistently. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. It's really that simple. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching. Have a great night. See you next time.